Hello, friends. Okay, so we're back. We're going to do something fun. I promised you that we would make things for our junk journal. So here's the junk journal that I made. It's just a little pamphlet stitch. It's got 16 pieces of paper, one signature. So I have these pieces here of cardstock that came off of the pad of cardstock that has this paper in it. And I think I might have said that I've been watching Carrie's mixed media art channel, and what I saw was she made these really neat like zigzag pocketed tags. So I have these pieces of paper that are left over from the journal that we made. If you remember, I cut this piece of paper all wonky. It was a hilarious disaster. So I cut off the piece that I cut wonky, and I have this piece, which means we can make a tag with it if we want. I'm not sure that I'll actually use it, so I'm going to set it off to the side because I don't know how long this is going to take, and I don't know if I can remember how to do it. So and then I have this piece of paper, which I don't think came from this pack, but it sure does match. It's got like this iridescent glow to it. Also, I'm zoomed in a little more than usual, so I might be out of frame because I'm trying to figure out where can you not see. Like here. All right, here, hang on. Let me get a little marker here. So you can't see past here. All right. Hopefully I can remember to stay above the line. All right, so I'm gonna start with this piece. I really love all of these colors. That has got to come from the same pack. Okay, so step one is you have a 6 by 12 piece of paper, and so this is 6 inches by 12, and then you want to find, and I'm looking at my little tool here because I think it's a little different than other tools. You want to find the 3-inch mark, and then you want to score it. So my tool, the tapered part, is this end. So if you're like, why is she using that backwards? Well, Timu, that's why. Okay, so I've marked 3 inches, and then what I want to do, so I've scored that to 3 inches, and then I want to mark up about 2 inches. So Carrie did 2 inches, so I'm just doing what she did. All right, so there's 2 inches, and then is this long enough? I'm going to use this as my straight edge. So then you put your straight edge on. Well, where the heck is there it is. It's black on gray, so super easy to see. Super easy. Yep. All right. Okay, so now I have this line. I'm going to take this to my paper trimmer, and I'm just going to cut along this line that I just drew. Okay, so I've done this. I've cut this off. All right. Are we all following? I had to watch this video like twice. So I went out 3 inches. I'm going to fold this over like so, like that. And then I want to score it at 3 inches again. So this fold does not feel even. All right, there we go. And then 3 inches again. Ooh, I went off to the side of 3 inches. Of course I did, because this one's 3 inches. All right, that's okay. I make mistakes, you make mistakes. We all make mistakes. If you don't make a mistake, you're fooling somebody. And it's not me. All right, and then I'm gonna do 3 inches again. So you just keep scoring at 3 inches and then you fold. Ta-da! Oh, that's cool. Okay, so at this point, you can either glue, you would run glue here and here and glue that down. And then you would want to run glue here and here and glue that down. And then you would want to run glue here and here and glue this down. Or what Carrie did, and I might do because I've yet to do this, is she ran a stitch along both sides and the bottom. And I think that I might do that too. Okay, here it is. I did it. So I found a thread that was actually this brownish color. I tried to find a hot pink thread or a purple thread. I didn't have hot pink, but I did have purple, but I went with that brown, reddish brown color instead, which I like. So there is a tag. I mean, pocket tag? I don't know. And we could just put that there, and then we could make little bits to slide in there, see? I probably should have inked those edges, but that's okay. We're gonna do another one. So now we're going to do, so this one is just like how Carrie made it, 6 by 12. It makes this size, which is 3 by 6. Yes, 3 by 6. So it makes a little 3 by 6. Super cute. You could trim your edges. You don't have to leave them. Remember, you get to do whatever you want. So I watched, all right, let's not use that piece because it's a little wonky. I watched Birdie, the recycled hippie chick, do this as well. It was really funny. I had already watched Carrie's video, and then a couple days later, Birdie posted, and she tried the same thing, but she didn't want it that big. So I'm gonna try 2 inches. So this is 6 by 12, and you do 3. So I want to do 2 inch. So I wonder if I should cut it down to 4. Oh, that would be a little baby one. Okay, so there's 2, and then I want to go up. Ooh, I need to make this shorter, don't I? Because I'm folding it 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 3 folds. 3, 6, 9, 12. So I would have to do 2. Wow, this would make a lot if I did it 2 inches. So I'm going to trim 2 inches. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I'm going to trim to the 8. Then I want to go up. So I'm just going to fold this over for now. I want to go up an inch. Let's go 1.5 inches. Ooh, I know. All right, and then here, I'll use a ruler. You know what? We're here. I'm just trying to show you how you don't have to have fancy things. You can make do with what you got. Necessity is the mother of invention, my friends. All right. So I'm gonna go trim that line and that line, and I'll be back. Okay, so I trimmed that, and I probably could bring in my paper trimmer, but my desk is not very big. Okay, so we fold this at the 2 inch mark, like so, and then we're gonna flip it over to the 2 inch mark again. using the tool that came with the scoring board for all the sticklers out there. All right, we do it again. I'm looking to see if, because I do have a bone folder, but I don't think that it is, it's no sharper than this. All right, and then we do 2 inches again. Nope. And then we're gonna fold it again. Ooh, interesting. Oh, that's really neat. And that one I could put something long and skinny in. I could put this in here, actually. Aw. Okay, cool. This one I'm going to glue. I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac. So if you don't have a sewing machine or you are scared to use your sewing machine, it's all good. I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac here to show you the glued kind. So there's that one. Oh, I'm above my line, sorry, or below my line. Okay. There's that one. And then this one. Like this. All right. Now I'm just clamping these down to hold the glue. All right, so this one's glued. I'm gonna set it off to the side so that it can dry. Hopefully I'll remember it because I have a hard time sometimes remembering that I've glued something and it's off to the side, and this is television and you gotta get it together. All right, so that one is tall and skinny. And then this one, so one thing to note with these is that it works better with a 2-sided cardstock. A 1-sided cardstock would give you, obviously, this would just be the iridescent, which is fine. Actually, I'm going to do this one next because this is kind of like plasticky paper. So you can use whatever you want, but you know, this is 2-sided cardstock, so it's got different sides on either one. Okay. I'm doing this one the traditional way. So there's 3. I'm going to go up 2. And I'm going to draw a line from there to there. And I'm going to go cut it. All right. So now if we fold this over, so you see it's going to be white. So all of these bits here are going to be white, which is fine because this is like an iridescent white. But if you don't want it to be white, that could be a problem. So this goes to 3 again. Fold it that way. And then we do 3 again. And then that way. So if I did it the other way, oh yeah, let's do that. That way I don't have that massive white. Okay, and then this one I want to sew as well. Simply because, where's my bone folder? Simply because I think that sewing this would make it better. Well, sewing it, it will definitely stay down. So that's not going to be a problem. Gluing, I mean, Fabri-Tac would probably keep it down as well, but I also really kind of like the way that the sewing looks. So I'm gonna go run and sew this. Okay, for this one, I found a really nice teal color, and there's teal in here. So this is what I've done. I really like that. I like that a lot. And there's the back. Cool. If anyone is concerned, I actually have not swapped out my needle. I used a needle to do some quilting on a quilt, the top quilting. I did it by hand. And I did not switch that needle out because it needs to be thrown away anyway. And I thought, well, if you're going through paper, I'm just going to let you stay. The tension isn't great, but I'm not sewing a quilt or clothing or anything, so I don't care what the tension looks like. I'm not going to reset my machine for paper every time. That's why that just sounds ridiculous. But if you do, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not saying that you're ridiculous. I'm saying it sounds ridiculous for me. You do you, because some people care a lot about small details, and sometimes I wish I did, but man, I don't think I do. Okay, for this guy, oh, you know what I want to do with this guy? I think I want to cut tags with my Sizzix, little ones that I can put in here. So let's do that. I'm trying to be conscientious of time because, well, nobody's given me bad comments about the length of my videos. Everybody seems to like the longer videos, but I want to be conscientious of time. The other thing that I want to do that I saw is I saw tags that were circles. And it was just a big circle with a hole punched in it. So I don't know. I think these pieces of paper are just barely big enough. So I'm gonna do those, and then what I want to do, well, I'm gonna go take these to my trimmer so that I cut them in a straight line. Okay, so I had the long triangles, and then I cut off the big end and I made tags, and then I cut out a circle, and then I went to my paper trimmer and I trimmed them up because these can also be, well, these can be the tags that go in this little guy. So I may use these as tags as well. So I've got these tags. All right, cool. So that's groovy. And then I've got these. I'm gonna punch little holes in these. And I don't have any teeny tiny eyelets, because that would be fun. I don't have any brads either. I can't figure out where to buy brads. I've looked and I cannot find them. Not the little guys, like what we used to use for scrapbooking. Like I've seen women use them in videos, but I cannot find them online. I'm like, maybe it's fallen out of fashion to do brads. I don't know. All right, so I've got these. I may look and see if I've got some yarn that's the right color to put some yarn or ribbon on. But what I wanted to do is show you how this works. Oh, I don't have another. I wish I had a, oh, I do have a purple right there. So there's one. And then this one. Maybe that one. And maybe that one. And you can put multiple ones in here, like both of those would fit in there. And then there's this one, which could have that. And I know that this is that one, so it look a little weird, but that's okay. I could cut out more. Here, let's do this. That one and that one. There we go. We made some things. This is great. So this was a lot of fun. Yeah. So now all I have to do is figure out where in my little journal here I want them. I actually think I might want one on the front, just right out of the gate, you know? I think that would be fun. So I think I might do that. I think I'm going to use glue dots to put them in and see how well the glue dots hold up. Tell me in the comments if the glue dots are a bad idea. It's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Just tell me. If you save me time and hassle, I will be forever grateful. Nice. All right. The one thing I wish that I would have done is taken my bone folder and really pushed this down before I glued it, because it's now slightly twisted. So that's kind of annoying. So don't, if you've got one of these, don't forget that you have one of these, or you could even use, like my scraper tool would work. If you've got a scraping tool, that will work as well for your creases. If you sew and you've got a little seam, you know, a little seam presser, it's a bone folder. They're the same. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, we've got some stuff to go in our journal. So we are getting there. It's kind of fun. I enjoy it. All right. Next week, we're going to really get in here, because what I want to do is I want to grunge up these pages. I think I might want to paint on them. I definitely want to use some of my Temu papers to collage on top of them. I want to stamp on them. We're just going to, I might use some of my Neocolor or my Stabilos. We're just going to muck it all up. It's going to be a ton of fun. You won't want to miss it. Sorry, I just had to do like a little TV thing there for a second. All right. Thank you for joining. This has been a ton of fun. Leave some comments. Can I use glue dots for these? Is it a terrible idea? If so, why? Yeah. And let me know what you think of my little tag pocket things. Bye.